Are you interested in equestrian facilities in Gig Harbor, either just to board your horse, maybe even to buy one? If so, then watch this video. Hey there, my name is Darren Rivers. I am the Northwest Realtor and welcome to Living in Gig Harbor, Washington. Hey, in this video, we're going to talk about equestrian facilities and we're going to talk about places where you can board your horses, maybe take riding lessons, whether it be, barrel racing, jumping, whatever your horse people do. I'm not a horse person by full disclosure, so I'm doing the best I can here. And then we're going to tip a little bit into if you're interested in buying an equestrian facility or property in the area and kind of what that entails, price points, how available they are, things like that. By the way, all of my information is right there, so if you have any questions about this video or any of my other ones, please feel free to reach out to me. You can send me a text, put a comment in the comment section of this video, whatever it may be, and I'll get back to you right away. And let's get started on equestrian properties in Gig Harbor. First off, let's talk about equestrian facilities that you can pay to keep your horses there. Whether it just be boarding or if there's facilities there where you can go train or jump or whatever you do. And like I said, I'm not a horse person. I mean, I grew up in LA. It's the land of cement and only the ultra rich have horses there because it's just expensive, right? So I'm not even going to pretend to be a horse person on this. So I'm kind of doing the best I can, but there are plenty of horse people out here. And there's plenty of facilities that you have to choose from. So let's go up. I'm gonna throw up two maps right here for you. One is gonna be in Port Orchard and the other one is gonna be in Gig Harbor. Okay, so let's start with Gig Harbor since this is, after all, living in Gig Harbor, Washington. So Gig Harbor, I just simply Googled it, and of equestrian facilities or equestrian centers here in Gig Harbor, you have a choice of 12 of them. And you can see right there on the map, there's 12 different spots that you can choose from to call to see what kind of, whatever they may offer. If it's just boarding or if they have other bigger facilities, whatever it may be. If we move up to Port Orchard, and here's the Port Orchard map for you, it looks like there's about 16 in the South Kitsap area. So plenty to choose from. South Kitsap from Gig Harbor is, we border each other. It's really close. So it could be as close as a 10-15 minute drive depending where you're at in Gig Harbor, obviously. So lots of options. You have over 24 options of equestrian facilities there. And they vary greatly in what they have to offer, how much space they have, and what kind of options they have for you to use your horses in whatever fashion you may. So I have a few friends, I have a few colleagues, things like that are very much in the horse community. It seems like people that are in the horse world, man, that's their life. Like they're really into it. They are all in. It's kind of like, I'm a golfer and some of us, that's our thing. Like it's our passion, it's our pastime. It's this addictive kind of thing, which is kind of weird. But it sounds like people that are into horses, man, it's all in. So, there's lots of things. I remember my kids going to one of the horse facilities actually in Cannerwood. They have a small little boarding place there, but they have an indoor arena and you could host birthday parties there. And, all the little kids would get up on a horse and just kind of ride around. So there's places like that. There's lots of competitions around. I have a few friends in the industry here that are active in all the horse competitions, where it be barrel racing or the jumping. I'm not sure what that's called, horse jumping, where they do the little tracks and jump around. I see it in the Olympics even. So anyway, there's ample opportunity to participate in all of that stuff here. And through all of these facilities that I showed you up on those two maps between South Kitsap and Gig Harbor, you can find all the information you need on. And shoot, if you're in the horse world, you probably already know. So I'm just preaching to the choir here. So let's shift over into equestrian properties that have bought and sold or for sale. And this is much more my arena because it's real estate. Yes, they're equestrian specialty properties, but this is my bread and butter. This is what I do, is I help people with purchase and sales of real estate. There's not a lot of it in Gig Harbor. There is some for sure, and they happen from time to time, but it is not an everyday occurrence. You would have much more luck with finding equestrian properties in South Kitsap. It's just a little bit more rural, there's more land, it's more spacious, and your dollar goes further for the acreage in Kitsap County versus Pierce County, which is where Gig Harbor is. Even though they border each other, your dollar definitely goes further in Kitsap County. So they're not every day. It's not like a tract home down the street where, you know, every couple weeks a new one pops up. It's not like that at all. They're very, you know, it's a very niche kind of property, obviously. Some people say niche, right? Some people say niche, whatever it is. They don't come up all the time, but there are some that are on the market. There's some that have recently sold, and there's some that are coming up really soon. In fact, I'm gonna be selling one myself. So as I've been preparing this listing that I'm gonna have, this one is actually in South Kitsap. I can't give you full details of it because I'm not allowed to yet per my real estate rules. That's called pre-marketing, and I can't do that. But I can kind of give you some vague details of it. You know, so it's in South Kitsap, it's 14 acres, and it has the whole 9 yards. It has a covered round pen that's 60 feet. It's got an outdoor lighted marina that has a silica foundation that's 100 feet by 200 feet. It's got 2 separate barns. One has 5 stalls, one has 9 stalls, so a total of 14 stalls. Each of them have a hot, cold wash rack, laundry, bathrooms. Everything is done to the nines on this place. It's got 7 or 8 different pastures, different fencing that you could, you know, customize, make bigger pastures, smaller pastures, whatever it may be. There's several outbuildings for storage, and then of course it has the house on it as well. So in the last 6 months or so, if we're talking Gig Harbor, equestrian properties, you know, they can range from kind of bottom of the barrel, no pun intended, bottom of the barrel for about $1 million. Obviously, this varies greatly on how many acres are you actually getting. Are you getting 3 acres? You're getting 20 acres, right? What kind of facilities are there? Is there a covered arena? Is there kind of bare the bones arena? How nice are the stables? Are the you know, all the stuff, all the stuff. So anywhere from like down closer to $1 million, or you can climb up to above $3 million for, you know, nice big properties with really nice facilities. If you go into Kitsap County, your dollar is going to go further. So the property that I was describing to you a few minutes ago, you know, we're going to list that for around the 1.8 range. If it was in Gig Harbor, we'd add $1 million to it. Literally, that's what kind of price difference there is between Kitsap County and Pierce County. So that's kind of what you're looking at. Now you compare those prices to, you go up to King County and you go up to the Bellevue, Kirkland, Redmond area and closer to Seattle, you know, then we're gonna add another $1 million, even $2 million to those price points. The property is just more expensive up there. It's like everywhere in the country, there's more expensive places than others, and so that's what you're looking at. And these are wide ranges, right? I just said for Gig Harbor, $1 million to maybe, you know, 3.5. I mean, that's a big spread, right? But it really depends on what comes with the property. So that's roughly what you're looking at. I'm throwing some pictures up here to kind of give you ideas of what some of it looks like here. But if you really want to dive into this, just feel free to reach out to me. Again, all of my contact information is right there. I can set you up on searches and the whole 9 yards, show you everything that's available in the greater area for equestrian properties. And gosh, maybe I could find you the right one. So thanks everybody. Again, my name is Darren Rivers. I am the Northwest Realtor. Again, all my information right there. So give me a thumbs up if you like the video. Give me a call, send me a text, whatever it may be. I help lots of people out buying all sorts of different kinds of properties around here. And if you want to learn more about Gig Harbor in general, not real estate necessarily, just about the area, watch more of my videos on here, and we'll see you on the next one.